Here is another problem that one of our viewers had. They were wondering just where you can locate a stair landing and how many stair landings you can put in a stairway. And I'm here to tell you that a stair landing can be located anywhere in the stairway. For example, it can be located one step away from the top or one step away from the bottom. Or you can have a couple of them in the landing. And again, you don't need to stick to this model. I could have a landing located one step away from the top and then 4 steps away, landing, and then come down. Or I could reverse it, 1 step up, landing, 5 steps up, landing. Or I can come down 3 steps to a landing, 2 steps to another landing, 1 step to a landing, and then work my way down from there. Or I could simply have one landing at the top and one landing at the bottom. And of course, one landing located somewhere in the middle. Or instead of going straight up, I could have a stairway that goes off to the right or to the left. And this is a common stairway. This is often referred to as a L-shaped stairway with a landing. And this stairway can also have a landing located again anywhere within the stairway, 1 or 2, 3 steps away from the top, or 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 steps away from the bottom. Or we can use another common design, and this is often referred to as a U-shaped stairway or a switchback. And this, of course, is another common design for stairs with landings. And in this design, the landing is often located somewhere in the middle of the stairway. For example, you might have 5 or 6 steps going up to the landing, and then 5 or 6 steps going up to the second floor. Or you could have a situation like this. Again, the landing can be located anywhere within the stairway. And the landing can be even built longer. It just cannot be smaller. The building codes often require a minimum width for a stairway of 36 inches for most single-family homes. And the depth of the stairway will need to be the same also. So the minimum size landing for something like this would be 6 foot wide and then 3 foot deep. And again, that's the minimum size. You can always make it larger. And the stairs can be located in a variety of different directions. For example, I could have the stairway here, I could have it over here, I could have it coming up this way, I could have it switching back, or I could have it come down this way and then turn 90 degrees and come this way. And the stairs can be located in the center, on the left, or on the right if you're going to be using a larger landing. And again, can come down and go this way, can come down and go this way, can come down and go this way. And if these ideas aren't going to work for you, then you can try cutting the landing in half and adding a step or 2 steps to create a set of winders. So next up, let's take a look at what might be required in your area for that. The building codes require a 6-inch minimum for winder stairways. That would be the minimum distance here. And I drew the walk line, which a walk line is going to be 1 foot from the inside of the stairway. And I'm really not here to talk about the walk line. I'm here to point out the fact that these types of stairways, where you have just a diagonal line crossing a square landing, might not be able to be built anymore. And remember, this is just my personal opinion. You would need to check with your local building department for clarification. But I've seen plenty of stairways like this built in the past, even built a lot of them myself. But this 6-inch minimum that they're talking about, which is going to be in the corner here, could be a problem. So here you can see we do not have our minimum distance is 0 inches. If we modify the stairway and make it a little longer here to give us our 6 inches, it's going to create a longer walk line. 1 foot 6 inches instead of 1 foot, and which would make sense. We just added 6 inches to it. So this right here is what my interpretation of this particular building code is, and it would look something like this. So for those of you out there wondering if you can just draw a line right across your stairway and build a set of stairs like this, you might want to think again, because this is probably what they want to see. So again, check with your local building department. I will put some of the building code numbers in the video description box and possibly some more links here to a few other things you might be interested in for winder stairways. And you can always go to the website, and I think you would click on building codes, which is in the design tab, and go to building codes. You'll see stairs. Click on that. There should be more information in there for winder stairways. So again, check with your local building department. I can't stress this enough. And if you do check with them, it wouldn't be a bad idea to get their interpretation in writing and have them sign something. I know they don't want to do stuff like that. They'll just brush you off and say, yeah, don't worry about it. But if you go and you design a particular building and you go down there in the building, you pay all your money, you hand your plans in, and the first thing they do is say, hey, you can't do something like this. You could end up wasting a lot of time with the building department when someone actually told you that you could, and they're going to tell you that they never said anything. I like to always have everything in writing just to save some time. And a lot of times when you do ask for something in writing, it makes the person think twice whether or not they know what they're talking about also. And thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, let us know by hitting the thumbs up button or letting us know in the comment area.